So let's take a look at this guy. Now this one's interesting because see how it's dimensioned here. They go from center to center, and then they give a radius. Okay, that's all we need. That's all we need to do. Unless it's like some sort of precision part where you need to know exactly what it is from extent to extent. But if look at our dimensioning chapter, there's some examples of that kind of stuff in here somewhere. Okay, here we go. So we go center to center, and then a radius. And you can see here they go edge to edge because there's a tolerance on it. Okay, and there's no tolerance on this. Okay, so center to center, radius, whatever. Yeah. Likewise, if it was arc like this, it's the same thing. Center to center with the angles, and then the radius. So that's how we approach that. So let's open that one up. Let me close the other two. So don't keep opening them up. Okay, will this one fit? I might have to scale this down just a tad. Yeah, so let's scale this down 3/4 scale. So I'm going to scale and grab the whole thing. Go 0.75. Okay. So what would I say was my 3/4 scale factor? 1.3333. Yeah. So I go into my annotate and change my scale factor, my dimensioning styles to 1.3333. Repeating. Put a bunch of them in there. Okay. So now it should be right. Let's take a look. What are we looking at here? Diameter 50. Let me check that out. Let's see if I got the diameter 50 on this. The radius here. The radius 32. Is that correct? Radius 32. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right. Center marks. Center marks. Should I do that one? Oh. Yeah, that's how I'm going to do that. A bit of there. Let them stretch out a little bit. I'm going to move these away from each other a little bit. Okay, center marks. Want to check our LT scale. Drag this one up a little bit. LT scale. 0.5. All right. Now, I'm just going to kind of follow what we're given here. It actually looks pretty good. So I'm just going to follow this. I'll go from here to here. Oh, I'll change my layer. Layer. Okay. Here. When I do my snaps in metric, it's a little different this time. Snap settings. Instead of an 1/8 inch, I'm going to put in the snap spacing is 3. Okay. Alright, now I put my dimension in for the umpteenth time. And snap F9. 1, 2, 3. Let me check. Now they want zeros on it. Let's see if they're totally necessary. No, but they're in the original drawing, so I gotta turn them on. So let me do that. Modify precision. Oh, I got it set. Well, let's not put them in. That's interesting. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so then we got the overall here. And since we're going to center lines, we don't have to worry so much about 1, 2. We don't have to worry too much. We don't have to have, there's no gap to worry about there. Jog this over a little bit. Is that right? 132. Sure is. Okay, pretty good. Here we have a diameter. We're going to put the diameter here for this one instead of up here because we got a actual profile view. So nab it. Okay, you see it didn't put in the diameter for me. So I'll have to go in there and do that, and I'll show you how you do that. 1, 2, 3. You have to move that further away from each other. To put the diameter symbol in there, I'm going to double click on that, and the cursor's in front. I want that. And there's symbols right here. Diameter. If you can just type in %C, that's what we used to do back in the day, but you just get the symbol, diameter symbol right there, and you're good. We want this height here. And we want an overall height. That's 24. We're going to put an overall. We're not going to put a dimension here and a dimension there. We're going to put an overall, and then you can calculate the difference. It's just cleaner. 1, 2. Okay, so we need radius. We need a lot of liters up here. Let's start with this hole. Okay, that's a diameter. I'm not real fond of that way it's doing that, but that's okay. Diameter. I'm going to double click on it so I can come in here and edit it. X2, because there's 2 of them. Oh, I want that X to be a cap. There we go. Okay, then we'll do this radius here. Radius over here. And double click on that. X2. Okay. Got a radius here. Let's do this hole first, though. Okay, now since I got a counter bore here, right? And I didn't do a section view, so I'm not going to put. You never dimension a headline, so you don't put anything down here. So I'm going to come in and do diameter dimension. And you grab the outer part of the hole, not the inner, not the center part. This guy right here. Okay. Put that dimension in there. I don't like the way they're doing these leader lines. I hate it. Let's look and see how to change that. I don't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, so we got diameter 30 through. 30. Yeah. So I'm just going to come in here and edit the whole thing. Diameter 30 through, and then counterbore diameter. Let's see if I can find the counterboard symbol, which isn't going to be easy to find because it's weird. They don't have it, which I wish they did. So you have to find it in their little other. Go to other, and then GDT. Usually you find most symbols under GDT. It's your geometric dimensioning tolerancing. There it is. Okay. Select, and then you're gonna have to copy it. Copy, and then paste it in. Okay. Counterboard diameter. Oh, it's a teeny diameter. See, when you do that GDT stuff, it changes your. So let me undo that. Let's do this first. It changes your font, which drives me nuts. Okay, and I'll add that later. 36, and then the depth will be 10. Now I'm going to go in here and add the other stuff. Okay. If you have to look for GDT, you just pull it on there. So we'll select this, copy it, paste it. And then the depth symbol, like that. And is that in here? Let's see it. Let's equal angle. Other and depth is right there. Just like that. Copy it. Paste it in. Okay. And then that works. All right. Look real quick. Change. Mark. Real clear on that. Yeah, I don't want to suppress extension lines. If I want to mess with this, make it more the way I like it, I got to put this radius in too. Don't want to forget that. And this is another ×2 radius. There's one on top and one on the bottom. Okay. So if I want to mess with this stuff, these lines here, I can go to properties, dig into the lines and arrows, close field mark, dim line by layer, dim line 1 on. I turn it off, see what happens, nothing. Oh, that got rid of everything. Turn it on then. Okay, dim line, color, dim line. Extension lines. Turn extension lines off. See what that does. Nothing. Well, that's no help. Alright, well, don't worry about it. I mean, it's not wrong. I just prefer arrowheads myself. And you can just put in a leader and type this stuff in too if you want. Okay, let's put in our pretty much everything. Let me bring in the make these a little bit more symmetrical here. With this too. That's fine. Insert my title bar. And this one's metric. And all this dim drawing. I got exploded. And drawing 3 again. And it is 3/4 scale. And November 15. Okay, save that. And another final look-see. Everything looks fine. Build that from this information. Not too much going on. And plot. So we'll go okay, PDF, NCA expand, display limits. So I fit the paper. The scale is 1 millimeter. Equals 1 millimeter. That should be right. Change it to landscape. Tell me what. Let's send the plot. There we go. And monochrome. Take a look, see. Everything looks good. Plot it. All right. Email me if you have any questions.